At the borders of... I don't remember what I named these countries. Where's my Word documents?
The border of the
No
hippo's
worries.
nose.
The border of country A.
Country A and Country B. Our story begins at the border of Rockerfall and Morgenstead. The abandoned country who's long been abandoned after the ash plague riddled the countrysides. You are finding yourself in the village of village of Grell in Fluthorse Valley, in the mountainside that splits the two countries, acting as their natural border. The town of Grell is a small logging town. It has no real importance historically. It's just old, and the people there are mean. In this country, however, in this place that once bustled with trades over a path through the Grell Mountains. Grell Mountains too. Enjoy naming. Is a tavern. All of you have found a missive asking for help from one Gil Ashslayer, a retired adventurer known for venturing into the fallen ruins of Rockerfall and retrieving gold and relics from there, obtaining a vast fortune. He is old now, being a human. His age has started to catch up with him. But he sent out a missive looking for brave adventurers or greedy fucks, for those of you that go that route.
You just wrote that down? Looking for brave adventurers or greedy fucks.
The official missive is looking for brave souls to venture in and find lost relics. Those that go the more thieving routes find the brave fucks looking for gold.
Bravely thieving for gold.
Yeah. One by one, all of you find yourself in the town of Grell. You stand out in the muddy street. Some of you stand out in the muddy street, others making your way up it, all with a single goal in mind. The local tavern. So, maybe later. I press play. Now everyone prepared to adjust volumes as needed. That's the bots.
You just imagine Sephiroth just coming out of nowhere. You must die.
Hear him.
Is it just me or can no one else hear him?
80% from me, I can hear it.
Oh,
I put it down too low.
Yeah,
Yeah.
me too.
All right,
Yeah,
perfect.
it's just
70.
it's low music that's playing.
60
Gotcha.
is a good area.
All right.
Don't
Now,
ham
who wants to
attack
go
by
first?
myself.
You know, that's a horrible question that I never ask.
Yeah.
Instead, I want everyone to roll me 1, 2,
Initiative?
3, a d6.
1d6
Roll me 1d6.
/R.
Okay.
What the hell?
1d6. That is unregistered.
Wait, okay,
Well-
get a two.
Did I mistype that?
You know what? I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this.
Yeah, I think Keith, you're the only one left.
D6. There.
Oh, she's giving the two.
Yeah.
6, 5, 4, 1, 3, 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
you're
wanted a
just getting
2 there.
Okay. Let me try again.
Dickard's
go to-
Caine.
Ah!
You push open the doors to the tavern. You finally found the place. Could maybe get a bed for your 40-year-old bones, or however old you're now. Could you describe to us your character as you walk into this tavern?
All right. Dickard Caine will arrive, sort of hunched over, kind of shambling along. He's an elderly-looking man with a scholar's bag hanging around his waist, leaning heavily on a quarterstaff. A tome that is sealed with leather straps hangs on that scholar's bag, and I'll just sort of shamble my way in, shuffling and sort of like scraping my feet as I come in the door. Oh, it's chilly out there. Oh. Ugh.
Alright. Looking around the tavern, you see that there is an old crone and a grizzly old man sitting broodingly in a corner of the tavern.
Oh,
Up at the tavern front itself, you see a young woman polishing a cup. It looks like she's mostly just polishing out of boredom because there's one other customer in this place. You can see it's a half-elf that's gently nursing a cup of ale. What do you do?
Oh, old crone like my ex-wife. No. Dear God. I'll sort of shuffle and scrape my feet as I go over quickly towards the half-elf and sit. It's up by the bar, correct?
The half-elf is just off by one of the tables.
I'll scoot over by the table. Oh, is this seat taken? My old bones are aching. I need to get down and... Oh, God. My back.
They will look up at you, slightly confused. No, old timer, it's empty.
Wait a minute, are you single?
You see the elf blush for a moment. Yes.
Oh, good. And I'll pick up the chair and walk to a different table. And then place it down and scoot it in and get in the chair and sort of like up underneath the table, and then I'll lean forward and oh, this is a nice table.
Can I ask if he's falling asleep on the table, or?
No, head just hanging down in the chair. I'm not actually on the table.
Oh, I see.
Just hands up on it. Just...
Okay, as you...
No, the Skeleton King.
Are you okay, sir? Do you have a child with you I can fetch?
A child? What? No, do I look like I'm into that? No, sir. I mean, you're a lady? Whatever. Just leave me to it. I'll just rest here for a moment.
Anyway.
Yeah, the half-elf man stands up and goes over to another table quietly.
What a pretty little girl. Oh, Diablo.
Young man leaves.
Yeah, they look quite androgynous, but once they stand up, they look fairly muscular, but you can't really see that because you're asleep.
My eyes are closed.
Alright. Alrighty. Outside of the tavern, a few moments later, Stefano, Magadolli, and Jaahx, the Worm Eater. Could you please describe your characters? We'll start with Stefano. As the two of you, the two of you walked into town about the same time, and then you had this uncomfortable moment where you're just walking next to each other, waiting for the other person to turn, and then you find yourself both in front of the same door.
Alright, I'll go first, I guess.
Yeah, Stefano?
I wear a green coat with leather armor sewed into it, with a white stripe around the shoulder and gold pauldron, or like gold epaulets. And I am a black Tabaxi who is about 50 years old. I'm also old. But like...
You know what age I made my guy?
And Jaahx, what do you look like?
Jaahx is a goblin. He is green. As people approach him in the street, he will hiss at them. Get him to stay away.
Everyone gives you a wide berth.
He's wearing a robe, nothing of like armor value. He carries it's quite obvious actually. He carries a great axe, two hand axes by his side, and some bagpipes.
Uh,
as he enters the bar.
Stefano will open the door. Hey, you first, little man. Letting him through.
Alright.
Enter.
As the two of you enter, you see the same thing as before, except now the half-elf has moved to another table, and there's an old man sleeping at one of the tables, and then there's the haggard old fellow with the crone off in the corner. And the tavern keep, as she sees you entering, gives Jaahx wide-eyed before going into a stare and just says nothing as you go in. Your eyes completely fixated on whatever the hell Jaahx is. Barely even noticed.
Stefano's gonna approach the bar at a quickened pace to try and kind of get away from Jaahx, so no one assumes we're together. Walk up to the bar. Hey, yo, what's the fuck I do get a drink around here?
And you with that thing?
Yeah,
You
no.
don't serve that thing.
I the thing. I don't know what the thing is. I ain't with nobody. I ain't never seen nothing. I ain't with nobody. I don't know who that is.
Good, good. Well, a Magadolli's gonna be 5 silver, man.
I don't know if I have money. I don't think I do.
You spent it all?
How about just a cup of milk? You know,
Cup of
what's
milk.
what's a cup of milk gonna set me back? I'll muck some stables if I have to.
Cup of milk, that's 3 silver.
Fuck.
Get it nice and fresh.
How about I just go? You got a cow out back. Out
Do
some
you
water.
not have any? Do you not have any of the 500 gold pieces left over?
That musket and ammo cost exactly $500.
Oh my god. You have loose change.
Okay, I produced the loose change.
You should have changed from your starting equipment.
I produced the loose
$2
change.
you have left.
I buy myself a cup
Is
of
he
milk.
poor?
Yeah,
You're
poor culture.
you're. What class are you again?
I am a rogue.
Yeah, but like, what's the
Oh,
balance?
like-
Like, oh no, wait, wrong question. What background are you?
I believe I went with soldier.
You should have at least 20 gold.
Hold on. Where's my What was my background? Oh, smuggler was my background. Pardon me.
You should have at least 20 gold.
All right. I'm gonna pay the woman for the alcoholic drink instead. Otherwise, I still have money
Okay.
left.
Okay, she will hand you a mug of ale.
Oh.
So, what brings you to town?
I got a summons saying there was a quest needed doings, and since I'm no longer in the employment of the king, and my smuggler trade caravan is no longer running, I figured I'd make my way down here to find out what was going on.
Nice. You say that, eh? Well, old man Jack's been looking for people. He over there, and she nods and gestures with her head to the man brooding in the corner with a crone.
That woman is off-putting.
Yeah, it's my younger sister. Else she'll give you a smile.
I'm gonna look at her. I bet she is. She seems lovely. You both seem lovely. He's gonna produce a flask from his jacket and drink from it, and then drink from the mug of ale.
Okay.
I'll see you around, Toots. And he's gonna drink the ale and go over to the other group. I'll let the other goblin do his thing first.
Jaahx, what have you been doing?
Jaahx this whole time has been looking for trouble, I guess. He's eyeing up other bar people, trying to see how strong they are and whether or not he could approach them as competition, or him, I guess, as competition.
You're a dainty little thing.
He's just a strong
just-
man.
They're just your average town girl. Brunettes. Wearing a simple dress with an apron. There are no muscles on those bones.
Right. And she's like, did she come to my table and ask me for like an order or something? Why am I here? She
No.
drew the short stick. No.
You notice that she's making a point of ignoring or glaring at you.
Right. Girl. As I like try to wave her down. Yeah.
She will sigh and look at you. Can I help you?
I'm looking for a reason to leave.
The door's over there. And she points at the door.
You're no use. And then I'll like go back to my own business.
Alright.
Where can I get some? Where can I set some good goblin ale?
Make a perception.
Goblin ales.
Make a perception
Perception.
check.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Perception.
Perception.
Where is passive?
First roll of the game.
Pogs.
Perception. Where is it?
It
Passive
would be
wisdom?
your skills.
Perception? Oh no, yeah, just this one.
Yeah, click your
Flip that.
skills.
Done.
Fantastic.
Oh boy.
Yeah, he doesn't know.
Minus
Fucking
3.
Yes, he's -3. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's why he asks. Damn it. He just.
As you ask that, you can hear the barkeep just grumble a little, and then go back to polishing her already clean cup.
Why are you so angry?
Alright. Going back outside into the chilly weather. Dr. Komodo. You find yourself standing in town. The tavern is just ahead of you. You make your way over to the door. Please, could you describe your character for us?
Right, I'm a Dragonborn, imposing, about almost 7 feet tall, wearing the titular Plague Doctor mask. Well, the only way you can really tell I'm a Dragonborn is because of the tail flailing all over the place, but that's me.
The horns? Okay.
And the horns, yeah.
Okay. I was gonna ask, is that part of your mask or? Go ahead.
Alright. You make your way into the tavern. Just as you're about to push the door open, you can hear a screeching voice going behind, asking if they have any of that good goblin ale. As you push open the door, you can see there's a goblin, a tiny green person standing in front of you. A cat making its way over to an old man and a crone sitting at a corner table. An old man sleeping at another table, and a half-elf like just taking in this entire situation, nursing a cup of ale off to the side. And then the barkeep herself, angrily polishing a clean cup.
Really going at it.
What do you do?
The others must not be here yet. And clearly these people can't be adventurers. And I'll approach the barmaid. You there.
Oh, good evening, Durkin.
What do you know of the plague?
The plague? We haven't had the plague in many, many years.
It's good to
She'll
hear.
think.
I'm told...
She'll think for a moment. Oh, you mean the ash plague?
Yes, yes.
Oh, I don't know much. Ash plague is way before my time. Better go ask. Gil over there. He's looking for adventures. Going back into Rockerfall.
Oh, really? I was looking for a way into that country. That works perfectly. Thank you, madam. And I'll head over.
Okay, as Jaahx now questions the servants for worms.
Yeah.
They ignore you.
I pissed myself.
They just ignore you.
Wow. I can't
Dr.
believe this crowd.
That's 2 out of
Ned.
6.
Ned the Second.
Oh.
You make your way to the lone tavern in this town, finding yourself in front of the doors as you push it open. Please, could you describe our character? Or your character, sorry.
Ned is a half-orc. And he is somewhat charming, but he does bear many scars, and he does also bear a mark on his neck, an unknown mark from other folks. He also bears a mark of a monster hunter guild that is most likely well known, given their reputation. And he is going to walk into the guild a little cautiously, making sure that everything works, the doors work the way they do, and he pushes through the door.
Okay, as you make your way in, you hear the barman go, "Oh, another one. Good evening, sir. Can I help you?"
Having me.
Please ignore the thing.
Yes.
Can I help you?
I was looking for a job posting here earlier. Seems like you would like to go into the swamps, I hear.
Another adventure, I take it. Old man.
Yes, where's Gil?
Old man Gil's just over there, and she'll point you in the corner with Gil, the old crone, a cat, and a masked person. That makes 3 of you now.
Well, let's hope that everything goes well. And then as he goes forward, he hears a chair creak from Dickard Caine, and then he jumps back for a bit. A little spooked.
Oh!
And after that, he's like,
I pissed myself. Oh, good. I'll cast Prestidigitation to make sure my pants are still clear. Oh!
what do you say?
I said I'm going to cast Prestidigitation to clean the piss out of my pants.
Oh my goodness, alright.
Oh! You can't sneak up on me like that! What are you? Oh, you got tusks, you got green skin, what are you? You look human.
Don't worry about it.
He's a big goblin.
Kind of mixer you. What? I wasn't talking to you! Oh god! Ugh! What kind of foul monsters that...
He gives a sigh of relief, and he seeing that everything's normal around here, and he's going forward towards the rest of the group.
Oh, Diablo!
Just another normal tavern. Okay.
Alright. And finally, Blair Carter, as you make your way through the small town of Grell, you find yourself at the tavern. As you walk in, what does everyone see as you walk in through the door?
So, they see, first off, they see a Githyanki enter, a Gith, so kind of like yellowish skin, brown hair, long pointy ears. He's wearing, decent clothes. He has this long overcoat, and he's wearing a trilby hat that is kind of pulled down a bit. And as he walks in, you can kind of hear a subtle sound of what the only way I can describe it as whatever medieval jazz would sound like. It's
Bardcore?
just kind of emanating around him.
You come with your own background music. This must be the main character.
He's got his own soundtrack already.
So whoever can cast spells would probably be able to recognize what's causing that. But for those of you that don't, he just has music around him for some reason. But he walks in, he's looking down, kind of trying to be a little bit dark and mysterious, maybe not really pulling it off because he looks so different. Can he look around and notice who in the room is the most important person, or who is the person to like talk to for this.
Looking
particular...
around the room, I'd like to imagine at this point that Jaahx has gone behind the counter, is now just pulling at the sleeves of the barkeep.
Yeah, I can imagine that.
You see there's a small goblin tugging on the sleeves of the barmaid, still cleaning a glass as she is frustratingly looking at you, preparing to speak. A half-elf, keeping their eye about, looking at everything that's going on in this spectacle.
How do you survive with such skinny arms?
I don't know what Deckard Caine is, if he's still sitting alone at this table. You see an old man sleeping at a table.
With fresh pants.
And then you see a group of people, a cat person, a man in a mask with a draconic tail. Let's see who else has joined.
I'm a half-orc.
Yeah, and a half-orc sitting at the same.
I'm leaning against the wall.
Sitting at the leaning against the wall, a old crone, and a grizzled old man in a cloak sitting there. Make me an insight check.
Will do.
If you roll 1, it's Jaahx, the most important person.
I hope so.
Okay, 17. Your first assumption is, of course, to look at the barkeep, because they always carry an authority within their own tavern.
Right.
This is clearly not the owner. So, while they're running the place, they don't seem to carry much authority. There is you can feel a presence coming from the old man in the cloak. And looking him over, you can feel that this is someone who's seen fights. They have an air of authority around them. You feel the same thing coming from the half-elf that's watching over this, but it's almost like they're trying to make themselves unnoticed at this scenery. With a 17, however, you do notice that the old crone has draped around her neck, her wrists, and rings on her fingers, a lot of fine jewelry with which you I'll say you will have some familiarity with angel magic, depicting many sigils of angels that you do not recognize. You recognize this to be an angel mage, and although they do not carry much authority at first glance, you can piece together with their advanced age and many relics that this is someone who is extremely powerful, and probably is the most noteworthy person in this room.
Okay. So, based on that, would I be able to assume that that is the person that's probably running, or the person that sent out the notice, or would that be...
You know that Jaahx is not Jaahx. Jaahx is a thing. Jaahx is a force.
Yeah.
You'll know that Gil is a man, and you can surmise that it's most likely the man carrying the authority in the group, the one in the cloak.
Right. Okay. Then my character will make his way towards Gil.
Alright. As all of you gather around these two persons, they look up at you. They say nothing until finally Blair arrives. And then they say, "So, are you here to take on my quests?" As he looks over to all of you, questioningly.
Like everyone has entered the bar?
No,
but-
he's
but-
ignoring Dickard and Jaahx.
Quest!
Unless they make their way over, they are currently.
At the mention of the word quest, Dickard Caine will sit up in his chair, and just turn around and face towards the group. Quest, you say? I remember something about. I remember something about a quest.
Behind the bar counter, all you can see is Jack's ears like fucking perk up, you know? Like, so all you can hear is the ears, all you can see is the ears pop up at the table. And he's, Quest! Quest! And he like runs around the counter and leaves the little woman alone. Quest! And runs up to the person. Who said Quest?
I said quest, little one.
How far away am I
Quest.
from their table?
Like 15 feet.
Couple tables over. Okay. I'll stand up. Oh God, my old bones. And shuffle over to their
How do
table.
you live, old man?
I'll come up next to the Githyanki and I'll look at him and go, "Is this seat taken?" Wait a minute.
No,
Are you
can't
single?
say that it is.
I
Oh,
love your character.
my line of work. Sometimes it's best to be single.
20 words or less, boy. We got no time.
My character is going to pull out a rolled up cigarette, and he's.
I don't think you're allowed to smoke in here. This place is a tinderbox.
That's all right.
Oh, it's
I got
just a chew on.
permission.
You would do well not to light fires near me.
No. What are you? Some sort of lizard man? It doesn't matter. The joke's ruined, and I'll scoot up closer to the table.
The squirrel. Squirrels are tasty.
That's a week we have waited. And this is the best that comes to answer on our final day.
It's been a week! Wait, what day is it?
It's Saturday, good sir.
I set off on Monday! Who did? I was in the next town over! I got halfway here by carriage! How long did I sleep?
Ignoring that, he will continue. I am Gil Ashslayer. You may have heard of me,
Slayer.
and I'm the one looking.
Sorry.
Blair, once you see the creatures that lie in Rockerfall, you would not joke about laying with them.
Ah, you do mean Slayer. Okay, thank you.
Aye.
Noted.
Regardless, we have a quest, a mission, a directive. If you are brave enough to cross into the borders of Rockerfall and retrieve it, a handsome reward waits for you in a monetary price.
I'll
If
take
you
up
are
the
interested-
offer. Oh,
If you're interested, stay seated. If not, I'd recommend you leave now.
Mr. Ashslayer, I'm not gonna lie to you. My old bones don't work quite as good as they used to. And I've already got up once in the last 20 minutes. I'm not going anywhere.
How old?
Huh?
People look at the group. Who is this man?
Oh, I was 40.
What?
Yeah, 40 years young. Woohoo!
Stefano will raise his eye at this, or raise an eye.
You see, I was a mason for the first 15 years of my life, right from birth. The chemicals that we used to build stone walls has aged me dramatically. And then, my joints are gone, and now I have no control over my bladder, and everything's going to shit. Then I learned to read and write, and now, I fancy these little, I can make these fancy lights dance.
Light stance?
Yeah, he'll, produce little lights on the tips of his finger, and woo!
Jax will stare in amazement.
I occasionally get rented out for birthday parties.
Stefano will just stare wide-eyed. He's a cat.
This is your secrets, old man. How you survive is by casting spells to your weak bones.
Yep.
Stefano will look at the Gil So what's the cut in this job? So there's a money to be made. How much?
10,000 golds for each of you.
Each.
Each.
Mamma mia.
Dickard Caine will audibly shit
mackerel.
his pants.
And anything you
mackerel.
find is yours to keep.
Second
With the
wave.
exception of the item to be retrieved.
Now hold on a minute, old man. I'm not a fan of silver platters. What's the catch?
The catch? The
Yeah.
catch is going into Ruckerfall to go into dangerous territory, and not just any location. The location. How familiar are you with the history of the Ash Plague? Anyone can make a history check on this.
I'll make a history check.
Dr. Komodo, you have interest in curing this disease, or plague. I'll give you advantage on this.
I
Also,
will
because
roll
I'm
it.
part of a monster guild, do you think I would have some knowledge?
Sure.
Yes, 14.
So I guess advantage or
Magical
not.
survival.
Sure,
Uh,
I'll give
is
you
this survival?
advantage.
Wasn't that what we said?
History.
Oh,
You're supposed
history.
to roll
Sorry,
history.
Sorry, miss. Sorry. Oh shit. Oh,
I rolled a 20.
The learning curve.
What?
Jaahx rolled a 5 because he does not have advantage. Unless he can
What?
tell me why he has advantage.
I don't know why I have advantage. I don't know why that gave me advantage.
You just turn
I
off
haven't
the
done-
Yeah,
auto
you just-
advantage, probably.
You just have advantage toggled on.
I thought I
We're just
turned that
taking the
off.
first
Sorry.
number anyway, regardless of what you roll.
Yeah, so that's a
The
5.
second roll was as good. Yeah, I did not wander through that land during my wanderings.
Okay, so we have an 11, a 4, a 9, a 22,
I have a
11
15
becomes-
because I rolled
Yeah.
what you told me.
15, and 22 is good enough to know some things. Dr. Komodo, the Ash Plague is... Dr. Komodo, all of you know like the most basic of the Ash Plague. It is a curse that swept through the country of Ruckerfall. No one really knows how it got spread, except that all over the entire country, people began turning into monstrosities. It happened instantaneously, and for some reason, it is the angel mages claim that the Celestials above have locked down the borders of Ruckerfall, so that these creatures cannot leave, and no one has ever been spotted outside of their geographical borders. So, you know, it's been 80 years. It's whatever's going on, it's clearly working. Continuing on.
I literally
Dr.
don't know
Komodo.
what rolled advantage.
So does that mean everyone knows that, or just
Everyone knows this. This is general knowledge for those in the area.
right?
Dr. Komodo, you know that the Ash Plague happened 80 years ago. The 80 years ago in Ruckerfall, back when the country fell, were really interesting because there was a lot of overturning going on in the religious factions, as a new faction led by the Constellation Saint, a young priest, and also the maker of the 13 celestial weapons that are extremely powerful weapons theorized to have been made, or at least blueprinted, was leading a church, and shortly before they disappeared and then went missing. Dickard Caine, you know how, with the 22, you're somehow well read in angelic history.
Who'd have thought?
Apparently all that masonry really took you to weird locations, as you probably built a church or something.
Yes, sir. Well, that, and I'm also a scribe, and I've read a lot. You know, I can't really get up and move
Yeah.
around. Books are my best
Your
friend.
time scribing books put you into an interesting tome on. To give more context, the circles of the divine. Every nation has a divine hierarchy. At the top, they have an archangel, and then going down in the regular hierarchy of angels. But the angels operate strictly within a country's borders. They cannot operate outside of them. It is theorized within the church, and this knowledge is kept really on the down low, and almost no one knows about this. Somehow you managed to find out about this. It's theorized that the curse of the Ass Plague actually spread through the corruption of the Archangel of Rockerfall. They don't know how it happened because this is unprecedented, but it's also known that no angel mage from Rockerfall survived at the time. All of them got turned into monstrosities, and almost everyone that has tried to use angelic magic within their borders have felt the cursed effects, the taint of the Archangel there is still lingering on angelic magic.
Could this be the work of demons? Perhaps one of the greater archfiends? Corrupting an archangel is quite a heavy task.
Hasty archangels.
Well, you can go ahead and try to eat an archangel if you'd like, sir, but even though you're, well, judging by the look of you, you'd probably try.
That's news to me. I haven't heard of that many angels in that area, but...
The corruption of this angel fellow, Did he have anything to do with
better
the
little
demon
world.
Lilith?
I take note of it.
The old crone will spit as you say that name.
Oh, you're just like my ex-wife! Ugh! I knew it! I knew I should be leery of you and your... Look at those! What are those wings? Be not afraid, they say! Oh!
Speaking the name of the angel mage, Lilith.
Oh!
You blethering fool, so close to her source of powers.
I'm sorry,
For
I'll say
someone
real
so
quick.
knowledgeable, one would expect you knew better.
I probably do, but I've forgotten more than I've ever learned in my life, you know that?
Lilith is the constellation mage, you idiots.
Huh! Well, the more you know.
And the dangers of that particular mage and her lunacy with magic are probably what got us in the mess in the first place.
You know... that makes sense.
Oh, is this a crow talking?
This is the crow talking.
That's just fucking
Just
crone.
like it's familiar, I guess.
A crone.
No, it's a crone, like an old woman.
It's an old.
Crone.
That's why I
It's a
keep saying it's
wrinkled
just like
old
my
woman.
ex-wife.
Oh, I see, I see.
She's like an old hag.
He's not into birds.
Nope. She might be into
That's
birds.
like
Probably
the
not.
bird.
As an
Bird.
angelic mage, I would say probably not into birds. That's all. Well, you know, it's... Where was I going with this? Well, I'll remember eventually. Anyway, as you were
gesture
saying, angelic mage?
She will gesture to Gil, who will then continue. So what not many know, although you may already know this, you apparently are quite learned, is that just past the border in Rockerfall is the Constellation Saints Lilith hometown. It is also the location of her church, Asceniel's Exaltant, as she called it at the time. Getting access to that place is hard and difficult because there are a lot of strong what did I name them? There were a lot of strong, where my man does, enemies. There are a lot of strong ashen ones that live in said area.
This is Dark
Okay,
Souls.
that has to be strong.
Could be, I don't know. I just pulled something off YouTube.
Nice.
Oh, strong ashen ones, you say? Well,
It is also where I have strong information that the location of the World Serpent, the second constellation, is residing.
hold on a second.
Are you saying it's residing in that church?
I believe so.
And remind me the name. It was something exalted.
It was Ascendance Exalted or something like that.
Yeah, Asceniel's Exalted.
Asceniel's Exalted, that's what it said. That's what I meant.
Dickard will know this.
Wrote it down.
Anyone that knows anything regarding angels will know that Asceniel was the archangel for Rockerfall.
Yeah, you know, it's a little weird that the Archangel of Rockfall is also named after the Celestials. The constellation mage, you know, they named their church after the Archangel. That's, you know, that's an interesting coincidence.
Now, we are searching for this item, correct? Perhaps give me a description of this item we're looking for, as well as all of us. It would be good to know if we're dealing with the real thing or not.
I would tell you if I knew. All that I know is that it is a spear filled with the luminous brightness of a starry sky. Otherwise, no one alive has seen this weapon.
You're telling me it's gonna be hard to miss.
It'll be very bright.
Probably.
Oh, if I had to guess.
Now listen up.
Go
Listen
on,
up.
skinny man.
Alright. I'll do this job for you. You know, I'll find this thing that you want. You know, just for you, Butter and Egg Man. Just for you.
What? Huh? What did you call him?
I'm a hard man to please, but even harder man to kill. So, I can do this. He takes a drag off of his cigarette the first time. He's done. Sorry, I'm still getting used to it.
I'll pat you on the shoulder.
Gil will chuckle a little. I've seen many cocky young men going in my time. I hope you make it.
Trust me. It's not cockiness that got me this far.
Can I
Well,
pass
it's
some
not
words
your
of-
stone cold lungs either.
I would like to pass some words of wisdom off to Mr. Githyanki over here. Are you sure you're gonna be able to approach a weapon of light with all this shadowy edge you've got?
Trust me. You know,
Oh no, I trust you.
I'll be fine.
Oh no, surely.
I'll be fine.
All I know is that knowledge is better than anything when it comes to something we're going into unknown. Do you know anything about this place we're going to?
There's strong people there.
Yeah.
He will pull out a... Am I under the right assumption that you are all going to take this job?
Oh, I hear there's strong
I'll
people
take
there.
it.
That could be my death, so I might as well go anyway. The sooner
It's
the
what
better,
I
as they
do.
say.
I'll go there as one of the representatives of the guild, and also to make sure that everything goes smoothly. I do have some expertise in that area, but at the same time, we all must be cautious. Anything
Don't
can
worry.
attack us at any time.
Hey,
To become
don't worry.
Clan Chief, I need to kill strong. We're strong.
My line of work. Don't you worry. In my line of work, you can't be too careful. So, I'll be on the lookout.
Very
No,
good.
Our
I don't
party
want
is looking
any
like this.
incident like last time.
Our party is starting to look like the starting of a bad joke. But 10,000 G's I can't say no to. I'm in.
I have some reservations about some of our party members, but it's one of the only ways to get into Rockerfall, and that's where I must go.
Are you wriggling?
As long as
Actively
you're
ignores the
confident-
goblin.
As long as you're confident in your abilities, I will join you in your quest.
Well
I'm
then,
confident in my abilities. I take
Evil.
up the bagpipes.
he will nod to the crone, who will reach into one of her sleeves. There's a lot of jingles as she has a lot of gold on her. And pulls out a really old parchment she puts on the table with her shaky hands and spreads it out open.
Oh, it's
This
just like
is
my
a
ex. Sorry.
I'm 27.
Don't be ridiculous, ma'am. You don't look a day over 30.
The cat doesn't understand angelic magic. Don't mind him. God, she is like my ex-wife.
She will open up a parchment you can see as a hand-drawn map of the area. You can see there's a trail marked going through the Grell Mountains, crossing into Rockerfall, and at the end is marked a town. It's pretty much in the mountainside, and off to this a little off to the side is a river. This is the town where Lilith's church resides. Its exact location is not known, as everyone died that was involved with it.
The strong
You
are
know,
here.
it was all that. It's a good starting location for you to fan out and search from. We know it's not far away.
The strong are here, you say?
The cursed are there.
Strong cursed?
The cursed. What is strength after all? Other than the will to stand by themselves in everything, that's just the weakness of every creature. The ability to stand up to something terrifying is just really an idiotic decision to not go and do something useful like plant a potato.
Hey,
Yeah.
filthy human.
Sure.
You only eat meat. Worms.
You'll have fun.
That's life. Whichever
I
way
have
you
a feeling-
turn, fate
You'll have
sticks
a
out a foot to trip you.
You'll have a fun trip, little creepy thing.
But what if we watch our step?
Hey!
High five.
Good luck with that. I can smell the stain in I can smell the taint in your pants all the way over here.
Haha,
No
I've
matter
shit my
how you
pants
try to
twice
clean it.
now.
Hey, old man. Old man,
Which one?
I've got a news for trouble, and it's telling me you're bad news.
Wait, me?
Yeah, you.
What? Is it an account of the shit?
Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. It's not for you to decide.
Oh, that's a
Or
good
me.
question. Sir, you
He's
sound
got
like
good
you're trying
meat
to
on his
solve the mystery
bones.
of who shit my pants. I'd hire you.
Oh my. Seriously?
On the case.
Will do. As long as I get paid.
Fantastic.
Money isn't security, just people.
Anyway,
Sorry.
here's a map. Be warned,
Okay.
though, other churches have taken notice, and with the second prince's lookout for powerful artifacts, many others have started searching.
I'm
Be
gonna raise an
warned.
eyebrow real quick. The second who now?
The second prince, keep up, sunshine.
There was a second prince. What happened to the first one?
He's off, happily living and frolicking in bed with his wife, making tiny little grand princes.
He's a chief of his clan. Is that what you're saying? He must be strong.
What's funny is I didn't realize I did the second prince. I wonder if there's a correlation.
Yeah,
What's
okay.
that doing?
Noted.
Many people would seek this artifact, so be warned that you may not be the only ones. Besides, there are many ways to cross into the Rockerfall. This one just happens to be hidden.
That being said, I do have a question for all of you. Has any of you been to that area before?
Do I look like I'm a ghouly monster?
I don't know, are you?
No, if you ask me, he looks like a cannoli.
Yeah, I look more like a Magadolli.
Yeah.
If you don't mind me saying.
What? Magadolli, what's that, some
Been
kind
to
of
a lot
pasta?
of places, but never there. Not to my knowledge, at least.
I don't fight
It's-
Ash.
It's to my knowledge that anybody who goes in there don't come back out without a third arm. Or some giant demon wings. Or something cool to the effect.
Where have you been reading this?
Sounds like a good time.
Rumors and hearsay, old man. Rumors and hearsay.
Ooh, fake news.
Sounds
What about
true
you,
enough.
Doctor?
I've never been. I'm hoping to go there for the first time. I've read up all about it.
Turn to the dragon man. You're not reading that fake news, though, are you?
Could be.
Oh, maybe.
I'm going there to find out myself.
The latest issue of Twatter. I see.
All I know is that there have been people that have been very deceptive in the past.
You shouldn't believe everything you read on Farcebook.
I am unaware of what you're talking about.
You don't know about the latest print of Farcebook? It's a serialized print that comes from the main capital.
Even the goblins get it.
Yeah, it's not to be believed. You don't have to think about it, Ned. It's fine.
Yes. Of course, it's also fine if you go with a bigger competitor, Twatter. They are quite notorious as well for taking random stuff off the streets and spreading it out in paper slips they fly out with birds.
Yeah, don't believe everything you read in the paper, boys.
I prefer the Wizarding magazine, the Weaverton. It's pretty good.
Or read any of those papers. I stick to the streets.
Yeah, I bet you're real popular on the streets, bud. Right on the corner.
Oh, I
received
certainly
most
try.
of my intel from the guild.
I
I
only
trust
believe
that
the
they're
news in the
good.
Guardian. Everything in the Guardian's 100% legit.
That explains your smell.
Laser
I have
smell,
a
man.
question actually for Glub. Does the Underdark exist in this world?
No.
Oh crap. Okay, I'm gonna need to
we'll
change
go
my
along
my terrain.
Are you a
as for-
hunter?
Oh, you're a ranger?
I'm a ranger.
You'll want to go with either plains or forests or mountain.
I was thinking mountain. Yeah.
Yeah, mountain or forest are the most appropriate.
Yeah.
Say
Well, what places monstrosity resides the most, basically? So
We're going to the mountains.
Within the border of Rockerfall, it's a pretty big place.
So literally, the town is set in the mountains, near a river.
yeah. So I'll say mountains then. Right. Thank you.
Good.
I hope everyone else has been taking notes. I'm on page 3 already.
I haven't been taking notes at all.
Okay.
Some.
I'm
So-
sort of assuming,
just-
yeah.
I'm just happy you're taking notes, apparently.
I'm writing almost everything you say down in shorthand. I don't know if I'm going to understand it later.
I think it's a good thing that you're not gonna understand it.
It's going to look like the wizard spellbook to the rest of you.
Oh, that's just in character.
Fantastic.
Gil will look up and call out to the barkeeper. Trissa, get a room for these people. They'll be leaving in the morning.
Oh, a room. You get a room.
Can one of you carry him up?
Alright, old
I didn't
man.
carry the old man.
Oh, get your hands off me.
Does anyone have a strength score above a 12 or above?
No.
I
I
have
do.
strength.
I have strength 14.
Okay, there were some
Strength?
decently strong people. Good to know.
No, dude, get your hands off me. Oh, Leoric's crown. Get away. Ah, this is Skeleton King.
Alright, old man, let's get you out of here.
Oh, you're such a nice and fluffy young man. I'll to take your arm. But you know, this one
Yeah.
He's got
time...
nice feet.
This one time I faced the Skeleton King all by myself.
Yeah.
And I can tell you, he can suck my wrinkly walnuts.
Okay,
Yes.
sure thing. I guess
Whatever
I'll
you
take
say,
him
old man.
upstairs. Are we sharing a room or are we getting separate rooms? 'Cause
I want
don't
the top
know,
bunk.
I don't like to sleep in the company of other people, period.
I want the top
Same
bunk.
as here. That
So,
being said,
you're about to... At the end of this, you're going to be rich. You will get your own bedrooms, unless you wish for it otherwise.
No. I need my own space, you see.
Catmandu, please take me to the top bunk.
Sure thing.
I don't remember what your name was. It was something with macaroni.
Close enough. Call me Stefano.
Ah, yes. Stephen. Stephen Macaroni. You're such a good boy.
Yeah.
Was a good kitty.
No, you don't say that to him. That's racist.
Yeah. Don't touch me behind the ears.
I wouldn't dream of it. You know, that's how I lost my second ex-wife.
I thought for sure you were gonna tickle me.
No! What? God, no. I would not tickle a man. Especially not a man of your stature. I see the gun tucked in your pants.
Yeah. He wears it on his back, by the way.
It's hard to miss it.
Large gun. The large gun.
Yeah, it's quite the shaft you have in your pants there.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute. That's the rifle on your back. Whoops.
Yeah, don't. You turned around, old man. Please stop grabbing my trousers.
Well, this is my room. Good night.
Nice.
Stefano will go to his own room and crawl under the bed and peer out from the edge of the covers. From under the bed.
Here too.
I'll just go and sleep on the floor.
Oh,
Okay, so after buying 6 rooms for you, none of you actually sleeps in a bed.
No, I called top bunk.
Underneath the bed.
No, I'm just not sleeping yet. Just lying under the bed.
I'm sleeping underneath the bed as well.
I'll
Okay.
be sleeping in the bed. I'll do it.
My character has
I'll
his
be that
reasons.
guy.
I'll eventually end up in the bed.
Ooh.
I did call top bunk.
Somehow. I don't know how you're gonna make it up there.
I don't know how I'm gonna make it
Alright.
there either.
Alright, taking the evening to look over the route you'll be taking, getting to know each other, and planning out how many rations and such you will need. It looks to be a 2-day journey walking from here to the hometown of the Celestial Mage. So the evening comes to a close. You all get your rests. If anyone spent a spell slot, they can now recover it.
I basically spent a spell slot to do Court of Arrows just in case.
But you're gonna like hit people?
Basically,
he's-
if
a quick
anybody
murderer.
walks in unannounced, they will definitely get an arrow to their face.
Nice.
I only cast Prestidigitation to clean my pants.
I also casted Prestidigitation. Or no, I casted Minor Illusion to do the whole music thing, so...
And with that, the night comes to an end. You all wake up the next morning, gather your rations and everything you will need, and prepare to make your way out past the border to Rockerfall. Now then, travel. As you are
Wow.
traveling, how is the group going about?
With bagpipes, just constantly going.
Is anyone stopping that?
I'm gonna
Yes.
wiggle my finger in the air going along with the tune, because I love the pipes.
Stefano will remove one of his prosthetic ears and plug the other not prosthetic ear.
I will try and convince what's his name? Jaahx to tone it down. At least.
Alright.
War about war without war about music.
I have you know.
Yeah, play. Play on.
Yes,
No.
play on!
I'll use my invisible mage hand to plug one of the holes in the pipe.
Okay. The pipes are a discordant mess with everyone trying to mess with it. But Jaahx plays on.
Oh, I love this tune.
Jaahx, why don't you make us a performance check? Are you
Sure.
proficient with bagpipes?
I think I am.
Yes,
Do it
he
with
is.
advantage.
Wait, there it is. That one. Performance. Do. Advantage. Performance. There we go.
It's surprisingly not bad.
I will continue to wiggle my finger in the air and doot along with the music.
Alright. On a more serious note, are you going to travel quietly? Are you going fast? Or are you just going at a normal pace?
Not quietly, but I don't know the pace.
we're,
So what type of environment are we starting in?
You'll be starting off in a forest area, as this is a logging town. You'll be going up down to the end of the Flood Horse Valley, and there's a path there snaking up with a waterfall that you'll be going to cross the Growl Mountains. It's a fairly hidden path, but once you're on it, it's pretty easy to follow. Going over to the mountainous area, over to the other side, where it's pretty much an unknown what it's like over there. But assumption is forested mountainsides.
My initial theory would have been slow because of my character. However,
We go slow with the bagpipes.
the bagpipes doesn't seem to indicate any stealthiness at all.
We're going to war.
So maybe we can go and fast pace as soon as possible through the forest.
We must get there as quick as possible.
Oh, what's the rush? I'm enjoying these pipes.
All right.
Perhaps.
All right.
For
I'll
the first
speed
day
up.
of travel,
Well, actually,
The
I don't
travel-
know. Is everyone okay with this?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Casters, keep it up.
alright. For your first day of travel, it's pretty uneventful. This is a fairly safe place. There aren't many dangerous beasts lurking about. You hear the howling of wolves far off in the distance, but they don't approach you.
Bagpipes.
Yeah, the bagpipes. It's the bagpipes. Eventually, you come to the waterfall and you see the path. It takes a moment to find the path itself, and you start walking up it. You make your way, and eventually go up into the mountainsides. It's pretty chilly up here. It's rocky terrain. There's some shrubbery about. Occasional small tree.
Oh, the good news
As
is that
you-
difficult terrain doesn't slow us down anymore. Because
Because
I'm
you're-
leading the group.
Yeah, because rangers are awesome
There we
when
go.
they're in their elements. You
Also,
keep going.
I know exactly
Yep.
where to go.
Keeping on. The path looks really old and pretty weathered. It's old and unused. It's overgrown with shrubbery. It's a lot worse than you were told it is. It's apparent that no one has been here for a long time. Making your way past, I would like you all to make me a perception check.
God again.
Sure. Keep in mind my passive is 21.
Keep in mind my passive is 7.
Wonderful.
Oh boy.
I
At
rolled a
20.
13.
I see all. My eyes are open. I may be awake, but my eyes are open.
You guys too busy
Ned,
playing the bagpipes.
what are you getting the D4 from?
Because of my mark. I have a marker.
Ah, you're-
perception. Or fighting.
Okay.
sorry.
Okay. Ned and is Ned and Blair. The two of you notice this as you are passing by. You can hear what sounds like shrieking from up ahead, and then like a stick hitting a rock, and then again
Alright,
and again.
Jaahx.
As all of you are also approaching, you can feel like there's just something in the air, and for those of you that are magically aligned, you can tell that there's a barrier around here. You can feel that you can pass through it without ease as you're walking here, but you can feel that there's a barrier. And you surmise you have made it to the border.
I think we just crossed into Rockafall.
Got a magic barrier here.
The worms are different here.
I hear something like a stick hitting a rock multiple
As
times.
do I.
Maybe even a stone.
What do you
It was
mean multiple
great.
arms? Like, whatever's hitting the rocks in multiple arms, or like there's multiple things hitting a rock?
It's very strange.
Why would something have multiple arms?
See with caution.
Uh,
Stop playing music, Jaahx.
Would I be able to glean a little bit more information with the nat 20? Or
With a nat 20, I'll give everyone this. You hear a loud shriek coming from that direction shortly after.
This ain't good.
And then a whack with a stick.
I will replace my prosthetic gear and drink from my flask and cast myself False Life. For an hour, I have plus 1d4 plus 4 temp HP.
Yeah, Jaahx will put away his bagpipes
Right.
and whip out his great axe.
I will pull out my hand crossbow.
Oh god, the music stopped.
I'll pull out my magical longbow.
Yeah, you have a chance to skip for ambience.
Huh?
It may be changing soon again.
Oh, there's an owl!
Quiet.
Sorry. Oh, there's an owl.
Alright.
Also,
I don't like this.
So all of
cast
you
mage
peer-
hand.
To describing the scenery, you are currently at a mountain pass. You're coming up in the other side of the mountains. You can see that there's a cliff face just slightly above, in front of you. The path itself winds around a corner with a rock continuing upwards in the mountainsides. The banging you can hear is coming from this other side. You can't see what's hitting stuff. You can just tell that it's like on the other side of this stone.
I will. Yeah, I can go ahead. Well, gander at what we're looking at here.
Yes, Mr. Ravioli, go take a
Very
gander.
well. Need
Stealth
backup.
check.
Just say the word.
I rolled an 18 on my stealth check.
Oh, where did Mr. Ravioli go?
Actually, well, I'm not going to waste invisibility on this.
Okay. With an 18, as you peer around the corner, you can see what looks to be a person hunched up in rotten clothes with a cloak draped over them. It's a really fancy cloak, and you can make me a perception check. You can see
Alright.
they're sitting there and they're striking with a stick, and as it's going through the air, you can see a translucent blue wall that they're striking against as the stick rebounds. And then they wait a moment and
That's
try again.
6. I rolled a 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see this person sitting there.
Do we see this too, or is it just?
No,
I'm-
Ravio,
I took ahead.
Stefano is going ahead.
Stefano Magadolli.
Ravioli.
I was
I'm
gonna say
gonna-
ravioli, yes.
Get creative here. I'm going to use my Skulker feat so that if I throw something and miss, I'm still obscured. And I'm going to throw a ball bearing, but purposely miss, so that I don't get obscured, to see if it reacts to the sound landing near it.
What if, like, I go in stealth mode while this is all going down?
Or you can roll a stealth check. Okay, you throw a ball bearing. Are you going to throw it off on the side or just
I'm going to throw it,
next
like,
to the
kind of near it, but, like, a little ways from it. I want to know if it reacts to sound.
Yeah,
As soon as the ball bearing lands, and you try and make it like a loud, try to hit a rock. You see it like slowly turns to look to the side and waits for a minute, and then goes back to hitting the wall with a force field.
I'm going to skulk back to the group. Alright, so here's the situation. There's a thingamajig over there.
Hold your tone. Sorry. Where's Jaahx?
He's right here. What are you talking about?
He was with
aren't I
us
just hiding from the other guy?
Uh-oh.
because he went stealth. Is that why?
Yeah, he's just making himself hidden to the other guy, not the group.
He's right here.
Stealth is not universal. It depends on line of sight.
Right.
So there's a wackadoodle over the hill, and he's got himself a stick, and he's next to this blue wall. And every now and again, he smacks the blue wall with the stick, and gives it a minute, waits, nothing happens, and he smacks it again. Now, I'm not sure. There's a
I
reason
will
for
take
this.
a look.
Do you think he might have the sickness?
Oh, I think he's definitely got the sickness.
I go stealth myself.
Then I need to go cure him.
Take a look at son of a. No, don't you dare go here at nobody.
Oh, come on. Why are you supposed to roll?
Don't
Not
worry.
good eats.
We all fail to perform from time to time. It's perfectly normal.
Yeah, it's perfectly normal for a man of your age. No, don't you listen here, Doc. We're not going in there.
Happens to the best of us.
Ned,
No, he needs me.
What he needs is me to slit his throat. But we're not going to do that yet.
Well, I mean, that's probably...
Ned,
Yes.
and
One of those
Komodo.
Budmen.
As the two of you turn the corner and look ahead of you, you see there is a humanoid sitting there. Their clothes are ruined. They're sitting under a cloak, covering their face. You can see a long, gnarly limb holding a stick. As you're trying to approach, you see as it's about to go and strike down again, it stops midair. You can see it shuffle a bit underneath its cloak. What do you do?
I ready my bow, and I try to perceive anything unusual with this creature.
Make a perception check.
I rolled a freaking 1.
That there is a humanoid with a stick. You can tell it's off. You can tell something's off with it, but that's about it. Dr.
I want to
Komodo.
see what sickness this creature human has.
Because we eat it.
Oh, don't eat it.
Yeah, make me another perception check.
I guarantee it's not good for you, little boy.
18?
18. You can't tell much except that its arm is gray. The hand is barely just skin and bones. And you can tell that where the head should be is just a bulging mass under the cloak. Either it's
Go ahead.
yeah. How about I will? What are the rest of you doing? Are you joining up with them?
I'm going to try and stealth my way over there. First off, so I can actually see this person.
I don't know how stealth I am right now, but I'll go over there as well.
Upon seeing that he's too far gone, I'm gonna stealth as well.
Wherever you go.
How would it be possible for me to get within 30 feet?
Let me just load you up on a battle map real quick. As soon as I
Okay.
manage to pull the fucking tokens in.
My hippo.
And the colorful hippo.
It was looking really good, my god.
All I know
Yeah.
is that my bow is ready in case anything odd happens.
Very colorful hippo.
He's doing good, okay.
Very impressive.
Oh god, you have to track them by the name. That's so specific. Ned is already in.
Illuminati? Hippo?
Blair, Dickard, Dr. Komodo is missing. Okay, I'll position you over here for now.
Piano's broken. Oh shoot.
Oh,
My hippo!
I'm drawing lines for some reason. I'm sorry.
Graphics performance notification.
Alright.
Your computer not handle this.
Well, it just
Oh,
says
shit,
notification.
read my name! Oh no,
Oh,
never mind, that's their HP. That's not great.
I think
The creature is around the rock, just a bit in the distance.
which rock?
I like
Yeah,
how
there's a
only
few
the
of them.
Dragonborn
So
rock?
let me hold on. Let me just pull up my map. I'll reveal the token in just a moment.
Alright.
You mind? I'll just. I have to go to the bathroom quickly, okay?
It looks like
Yeah, we can take a quick break if people want.
it looks like Dickard
I
is
need a
just,
break.
just
yeah, I'll be
like
back in a
slumped
second.
over. He's like falling asleep.
How about we take a 5-minute break?
All right, 5-minute
Okay.
break.
Alright.
Awesome.
Sure.